foreseen implementation problems, if any. Okay, let's go through this with the help of a example. Okay, so withdrawing the money from an ATM machine is a use case. So the name of the use case will be withdraw money from ATM. Author, if you put your name, date, when on the date which it was prepared, purpose, to withdraw some cash from user's bank account. Overview, the case starts when the customer inserts his credit card. System request has been, you write everything here. So customer can choose to withdraw operation, else alternative 1, validation failure is executed. Alternative 1 means validation failure means if he enters the incorrect pin, validation failure is executed. Customer enters the amount of cash to withdraw, checks the amount of cash in the user amount, its credit limit. If the withdraw amount is in the range between the current amount plus credit limit, the system will dispense the cash and prints a withdrawal receipt. Else alternative 2, amount exceeded is executed. So all these will be conditions for a ATM system. If you go to an ATM system, whatever you encounter, you will have a daily limit. If you have 2000 daily limit, if you enter 3000, the system will go into the alternative flow. It prompts you with that message saying that you don't have enough limit to withdraw. Or else if you don't have balance also, if you have 500 balance in your account and you enter $1000, then it will prompt you with another message, insufficient balance. So these are all alternative flows. Okay, and the cross references here is the requirement numbers. Whatever the requirements you have written in the functional documents, or if it is a agile methodology project, whatever the user stories you have, user story numbers, you will cross reference it here. And this template is purely for illustration purpose. If you are working on a project that might be different, they might have some extra additional fields into this, or they may not have some fields from it. Okay, so this is just for illustration purpose, and this has almost all the fields which a company uses. So yeah, you can just try to read it and just go through it and understand it. So next, who are the actors for this? The customer. Okay, and precondition. The ATM must be in a state ready to accept transactions, must have some cash on hand that it can dispense, and must have enough paper to print a receipt for at least one transaction. Okay, so these are the preconditions which needs to be satisfied in order to get this use case started. There might be a number of, like I said, the ATM, the first one, when it said state ready to accept transactions, means it is connected to internet and it is power ready, right? So and it should have some cash and it should have some paper to print the receipts. So typical course of events. So actions, arrives at the ATM, inserts a card into ATM. Then what will the system do? This is the third step. If you see the numbering, the actions are in the order. System verifies the ID and status. Customer chooses withdraw operation. System asks for operation type and fourth, system asks for operation type and customer chooses withdraw. Then system asks for the amount. Customer enters the cash. System checks if withdraw amount is fine, then dispenses the cash. System deducts the withdraw amount from the account and prints the receipt. Customer takes the cash receipt and ejects the cash card. So this is the positive flow. Okay, and if you come to the alternate flow, from the step 3, system verifies the ID status. Customer authorization failed, display an error message, cancel the transaction and eject the card. And step 8 as well. Step 8, system checks if withdrawal amount is legal. On that check, if customer has insufficient funds in his account, display an error message and go to step 6. Customer exceeds its legal amount, display an error message and go to the step 6. Step 6 is again ask for the withdrawal amount. Okay. And exceptional flow means power failure in the process of transaction. Cancel the transaction and eject the card. So There is a these exceptional flow events are not very common. They might be one in a million or one in a thousand instances where the system should be in a position to handle that as well. Any questions?
No, sure.
Okay, good. So post condition. The current amount of cash in the user account is the amount before the withdraw minus the withdraw amount. So the account should be debited with that amount, and the balance should be updated. A receipt was printed on the withdraw amount. The withdraw transaction was audited in the system log file. So system also should log this transaction, and also the ATM also should keep track of the money which was deducted from the total amount it is having before the transaction. These are the post conditions. So this is how a basic example of how a use case and use case diagram works. So but in real time situation, there might be like more complex than this or simpler than this as well. So everything can be perceived as a user action. When you first you have to understand who is the user interacting with the system. So if it is a ATM system, the customer is interacting with the system. If it is a bank system, the tellers or the cashiers who are sitting in the bank are the users for that system, right? So if it is a retail store management system, it will be the sales executives or the customer support executives sitting in the store who will be handling that system. So they will be your users or actors in that perspective, and you will be documenting these use case diagrams in sync with their operations and stepping into their shoes. Okay.